Joining us now, the Times of Israel political and diplomatic correspondent Tal Schneider. Tal, it's really good to have you. Let me ask you about this rift between President Biden and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. It is something for the president to come out and to name some far-right ministers by name in front of a bunch of American donors and to say that Benjamin Netanyahu needs to change his government and get on board with a two-state solution, especially since Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has not been about a two-state solution, even in the aftermath of this war.
Right. I think that, across the board in Israel, you will not find a support for the two-state solution, even if Netanyahu will change government. I don't think that Benny Gantz or Avigdor Lieberman or Yair Lapid, who is now the opposition leader, will support two-state solution right now, but they will definitely not go out against the president in public in such way that the Prime Minister Netanyahu is doing. And the reason Netanyahu is doing those things and doing those videos and claims and statements is because he is obliged by this very right-wing extreme government that Biden talks about. So obviously, I mean, President Biden knows what he's talking about, but I do think that if you look at it for the concrete matter, you will not find support for a two-state solution in Israel in this current period of time with, what took place here with the massacre and the mass casualties and the attacks on Israel that coming day and night from Lebanon, Syria, inside the Palestinian territories in the West Bank, and obviously from Gaza. As we speak right now, we still have rockets being shot at Israel. So yeah, it is very problematic.
It's an extraordinarily tense time, and emotions are extremely raw, especially after just the horrors of October 7th. The images coming out of Gaza are also pretty horrific, and I wonder if there's not support for a two-state solution, what is there support for? Because, or is there a belief that going back to status quo, if that's even possible, is a solution? Does that make things any safer for Israel?
So that's the biggest problem here, because we have a leader who doesn't have a vision. And I think this is also Biden's problem. I mean, White House is requesting from Israel for 2 months now to come up with some sort of a plan for the day after. And we don't hear our leadership, mainly Netanyahu, we don't hear him saying anything on what's to come afterwards. So it's not enough to present your goals for the war to finish off Hamas and bring back the people who were abducted. You also need to make a plan. And Netanyahu, for years, avoided making any plans, strategic plans for Gaza. This is his way of governing without making agenda, without a written platform. I mean, he won election or lost election without any written or stated proposal. And this is something that the Israeli public is crying about for so long. How can you go on without no vision? But I mean, this is, part of the problem, that the reason that Biden is unable to get anything from him.
I was talking to our friend Noga Tarnopolsky the other day and yesterday, and she said that Israelis are not seeing the images that we're seeing out of Gaza. Is none of this being shown on Israeli TV, and if not, why?
It is shown. We do see the images. We cannot ignore. We are fully aware for the, kids and civilians that are hurting on the other side. With that, I have to tell you, I don't know how can you, from one side, call for the finishing off Hamas and, we are being shot at with rockets. How can you try to, end those rockets and end the terror against us? And on the other side, we do know that the Hamas is shooting those rockets and is conducting its atrocities from within civil society. So it's a huge problem, and we see the photos, and no kid should suffer like that. I completely agree. And, many of the people that were abducted were actually peace activists who were trying to work with the other side for so many years. So it's really heart-wrenching. I mean, you have in captivity now people who were crying, we were calling for actually a discourse with the Hamas. You know, you just showed Yocheved Lifshitz, her husband, Oded Lifshitz, wrote. He was a journalist. He wrote and called for years for negotiation with Hamas, and now he is being held in captivity. He is 85 years old. He's being held in captivity by them.